Are we really under control, or are we just telling ourselves we are? With a hantavirus outbreak making waves on a cruise ship, the question of whether our nation is truly prepared for public health crises has never felt more urgent. Before we dive deeper into this developing story, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in US politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss crucial updates like this one. Now, let's get to it. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. made a rather bold declaration on Monday: the United States has the hantavirus under control. This statement came during a press conference in the Oval Office, ostensibly about mental health, but naturally, the conversation veered into more pressing public health concerns when a reporter posed a critical question to President Trump. The reporter asked directly whether the president regretted withdrawing the U.S. from the World Health Organization, especially in light of this hantavirus-stricken cruise ship. The implication was clear: are we better off going it alone, or has our departure from international health collaboration left us vulnerable? The context here is critical. Hantaviruses are a group of viruses spread by rodents. While not typically spread person to person, certain strains can lead to severe respiratory illness, known as hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, which can be fatal. The thought of an outbreak, especially in a confined environment like a cruise ship, is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. Reports emerged of passengers falling ill, raising alarms about the potential for wider transmission and the efficacy of the health protocols in place. This isn't just a news blip, it's a stark reminder of how quickly novel threats can emerge and test our public health infrastructure. Secretary Kennedy Jr.'s assertion that the U.S. has the situation under control is a significant claim. It suggests a high degree of confidence in our surveillance, containment, and treatment capabilities. However, juxtaposing this with the president's decision to withdraw from the WHO adds a layer of complexity and, for many, concern. The WHO, despite its criticisms, serves as a global coordinating body, facilitating information sharing, research, and resource allocation during international health emergencies. Critics argue that disengaging from such an organization, particularly during a period of heightened global health risks, is short-sighted and potentially dangerous. So, what does this all mean? On one hand, the administration wants to project an image of strength and competence. They want to assure the public that no matter what emerges, America is equipped to handle it. Secretary Kennedy Jr.'s statement is designed to be a reassuring signal. However, the timing and the specific virus in question, hantavirus, which has a high mortality rate, make this reassurance feel, to some, perhaps premature or even dismissive of the genuine fear that such outbreaks can generate. The withdrawal from the WHO is a key piece of this puzzle. The argument for leaving was largely rooted in the idea of national sovereignty and accusations of mismanagement and bias. However, the counter-argument, amplified by events like this cruise ship outbreak, is that global health challenges do not respect borders. In an interconnected world, a virus emerging anywhere is a potential threat everywhere. By stepping away from the WHO, the U.S. might be limiting its access to crucial early warnings, collaborative research, and international response mechanisms that could be vital in preventing future outbreaks from escalating. Who is affected here? Directly, it's the passengers and crew on that cruise ship. Indirectly, it's every American who relies on their government to protect them from health threats. The confidence of the public in the administration's handling of such crises is paramount. When statements like "under control" are made, especially in the context of past disagreements with international health bodies, it can create a disconnect between official pronouncements and public perception. It raises questions about whether the focus is on effective crisis management or on political optics. The possible outcomes are varied. If Secretary Kennedy Jr.'s assessment is accurate, and the outbreak is indeed contained without further significant spread, then the administration can point to it as evidence of their effective, independent approach to health security. If, however, the situation deteriorates, or if future outbreaks prove more difficult to manage without international cooperation, then the decision to withdraw from the WHO, and the downplaying of this current threat, could be subject to intense scrutiny and criticism. This isn't just about hantavirus. It's about the philosophy of governance when it comes to public health and national security. It's about whether we believe in the strength of isolation or the power of collaboration. It's about trust in the information we receive and the decisions our leaders make. So, what do you think about this? Does Secretary Kennedy Jr.'s confidence in controlling the hantavirus outbreak reassure you, or does the context of the WHO withdrawal raise red flags about America's preparedness in a globalized world? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. The administration is sending a clear message. The question is, are we hearing it loud and clear, and do we believe it? We'll be watching.